Borussia Dortmund. As a Dortmund fan, you are surprised on how your team always fumbles on big opportunities and major chances. You're always disappointed by your manager's decisions, and are frustrated by how your team has become a training ground for young stars which are about to be sold. I'd be frustrated too if I saw how Bellingham and Haaland being key aspects for their team and having more UEFA Champions League than the club both combined. You're always up your toes thinking maybe you'll win a trophy but get disappointed last minute. And the thought that RB Leipzig might take your spot as the second best team in Bundesliga keeps you awake at night. But despite not winning a Bundesliga for nearly 12 years, your fan base has the chillest people and are never in any scandal. Al Hilal. As an Al Hilal fan, you've known your team since you were young, and if not, you probably knew about it when Neymar went to play there. Either ways, you are very hot-headed and have attended at least one of their matches. You either love or hate Ronaldo, but show support to the team every time it plays. You hate Al Nassr and never really needed any overseas player to remain champion or beat most Saudi teams. But most importantly, you like to clown on the MLS and like to argue with strangers that claim MLS is better than the Saudi League. Napoli. As a Partenopei, it frustrates you on how much you are hated by other Italian football fan bases because of how either poor or uneducated you are depicted. You're very nostalgic about Maradona, and every season you expect a new signing to be the rebirth of him. You really want Kvaratskhelia to be the next rebirth and wish that either him or Victor Osimhen don't move to a bigger club, as you will be cooked. But we both know one of them is bound to leave. You hate Juventus and their fans and wish one day you can at least win the Champions League. But either way, you are very proud of how your team went from Serie C back to A again and will always defend it. Lion. As a Lion fan, you are one of the real ones. Online you have a good presence, and in person you're quite alright despite your team being shitty, but you're really harsh when it comes to football opinions and make sure your team gets enough of it. If you've been on the internet, you probably know how these guys came with a speaker and started trashing the players. And ever since then the team has improved. Still shit, but better than last time. Before I get into the final part, please like and subscribe. Inter Milan. As an Inter fan, you're very content with your club because of how you've been doing lately. You like to banter AC Milan about how they're under you nowadays and get carried away by comparing your team to big teams like Liverpool and Bayern Munich. You're very aware on how good your team is doing and like to brag about it, as it will probably not last so long as you are just living in the moment. I'd like to hear your own football takes below and let me know which team to do next.